Ever wondered how the United States, known for its diverse culture and technological advancements, came into existence? Welcome to our deep dive into the intricate tapestry that is the history of the United States. This is no ordinary tale, but a journey filled with triumphs, tragedies, and a testament to the human spirit. Imagine a land, vast and wild, inhabited by native tribes, then explored by curious Europeans. Picture colonies establishing their roots and a new nation fighting for its independence. Visualize the expansion westward, the strife of a civil war, and the rise of a modern superpower. This is the story of America, a nation built on dreams and determination, a land that has seen the best and worst of humanity, yet continues to stand tall. Intrigued? Ready to explore the pages of this grand narrative? Let's dive into the fascinating journey of America's past. Our journey begins with the Native Americans, the first inhabitants of the land. For countless centuries, long before the sails of European explorers dotted the horizon, Native Americans were the sole storytellers of the American landscape. They lived in harmony with the earth, cultivating rich traditions and intricate societies. These diverse groups, from the Iroquois of the Northeast to the nomadic Plains Indians to the Pueblo societies of the Southwest, each had their own unique ways of life, deeply rooted in the land they called home. The arrival of Europeans brought a seismic shift to this world. The first to make contact were the Norse, led by Leif Erikson around the year 1000, but it was Christopher Columbus's voyage in 1492 that truly marked the beginning of sustained European interest in the New World. The explorers, in their quest for wealth and influence, sought to claim these lands for their own, often disregarding the people who had lived there for millennia. The effects of European exploration on Native Americans were profound and lasting. The introduction of new diseases, for which the Native Americans had no immunity, decimated populations. In addition, the Europeans' insatiable hunger for land led to the displacement of many Native American tribes. The cultures, traditions, and very lives of the Native Americans were forever altered by this clash of worlds. Yet, it's important to remember that this period also saw moments of cooperation and coexistence. Stories of Native Americans teaching Europeans how to cultivate corn or helping them survive harsh winters are testament to this. These interactions, both hostile and peaceful, forged the complex and often painful history that is America's past. This exploration marked the beginning of a transformative era in the history of America. The echoes of this era still resonate today, reminding us of the rich tapestry of cultures that have contributed to the story of the United States. As we delve deeper into the history of America, let's keep in mind the first chapters of this tale, written by the Native Americans and the European explorers. The European exploration paved the way for the colonization of America. The first permanent English colony was established at Jamestown, Virginia, in 1607, marking the beginning of a series of colonies that would eventually become the 13 colonies. These were the seeds that would grow into the United States. The 13 colonies, each with its unique character and culture, were a blend of religious freedom seekers, fortune hunters, and those simply seeking a better life. Despite their differences, they shared a common thread, a growing discontent with British rule. This discontent gave birth to a revolutionary spirit that would change the course of history. The American Revolutionary War, which started in 1775, was a watershed moment. It was a war not just of weapons, but of ideas. The colonists, who had long been under the yoke of the British monarchy, now fought for their rights and liberties. The war was brutal and fraught with hardships, but the colonists' resolve never wavered. They were fighting for something bigger than themselves. They were fighting for their freedom. In 1776, in the midst of war, the Declaration of Independence was signed. This was not merely a document, but a testament to the colonists' indomitable spirit. Penned by Thomas Jefferson, it boldly proclaimed the colonies' independence from British rule. The words, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal," echoed a universal truth that resonates even today. The Declaration of Independence was a beacon of hope, a promise of a free nation where liberty would reign supreme. The Revolutionary War ended in victory for the colonists in 1783. The 13 colonies were no more. In their place stood a unified entity, the United States of America. The struggle for independence had borne fruit. The dream of a free nation, born out of the ideals of liberty, equality, and self-governance, had become a reality. With independence, the United States took its first step as a sovereign nation. The newly independent nation soon embarked on a journey of expansion. As the young United States started to grow, it looked beyond its established borders, eyeing the vast territories to the west. This hunger for expansion led to one of the most significant real estate deals in history, the Louisiana Purchase. In 1803, President Thomas Jefferson bought the Louisiana Territory from France. This doubled the size of the United States overnight, providing fertile lands for farming and opening up new horizons for the eager settlers. The American frontier, as it was called, became a symbol of freedom, opportunity, and the pioneering spirit. Men and women, driven by the promise of prosperity, braved the wilderness, establishing settlements and pushing the borders of the United States further west. This period of westward expansion, however, was not without conflict. The indigenous people who had lived on these lands for centuries were displaced, their cultures disrupted. And then the United States faced a severe test of its unity, the Civil War. From 1861 to 1865, the northern and southern states were locked in a bloody conflict. The issue at the heart of it all was slavery. The industrialized North, where slavery had been largely phased out, wanted to limit the spread of this institution. The agricultural South, on the other hand, relied heavily on slave labor and was determined to defend its way of life. The Civil War took a heavy toll, both in terms of lives lost and the societal impact. But it also led to the abolition of slavery, a significant step towards equality. The war ended with the North's victory, preserving the Union, but leaving a nation scarred and divided. In the aftermath, the United States would go through a period of reconstruction, attempting to heal the wounds and reconcile the differences that had led to the conflict. The Civil War, a dark chapter in American history, brought significant changes. It was a crucible that shaped the nation we know today, a testament to the resilience of the American spirit. The aftermath of the Civil War paved the way for the modern United States. In the wake of this tumultuous period, the nation underwent a metamorphosis of sorts, as the Industrial Revolution swept across the land. This era was marked by a striking shift from agrarian society to one dominated by industry and manufacturing. Cities burgeoned, and the landscape of America was irrevocably changed. The ripple effects of this revolution reverberated through every facet of society, influencing the way people worked, lived, and even thought. The boom of industry created wealth, but it also birthed inequality and social issues that would echo through the ages. The dawn of the 20th century brought with it the shadow of two world wars. The United States, initially hesitant to intervene, eventually stepped onto the global stage, playing a pivotal role in both conflicts. The impact was profound, shaping the nation's foreign policy, economy, and collective psyche. The echoes of these wars still resonate today, in our monuments, our memorials, and our national consciousness. As the nation was recovering from the aftermath of war, the civil rights movement emerged, challenging the deep-seated racial segregation and discrimination that had been part and parcel of American society. This struggle for equality and justice marked a significant turning point in America's history, leading to landmark legislation that transformed the fabric of the nation. As we moved into the 21st century, the United States found itself at the forefront of technological advancements. From the birth of the internet to the rise of artificial intelligence, these developments have revolutionized the way we live, work, and interact. The digital age has not only accelerated the pace of life, but also reshaped the American dream. The United States of today is a product of these transformative moments. Each era, each event, has left an indelible mark on the nation's character, shaping its identity and destiny. From a collection of colonies to a global superpower, the journey of the United States is truly remarkable. The history of the United States is a testament to the resilience and determination of its people. From the earliest days of Native Americans through the period of European exploration, the United States has always been a land of opportunity and change. The colonization and struggle for independence laid the groundwork for a nation founded on principles of freedom and democracy. The expansion across the continent and the civil war that followed tested these principles to their limits. The modern era, marked by technological advancement and social evolution, has shown the continued adaptability of this great nation. Understanding this rich history is crucial as it shapes our appreciation for the present. It's a story of people from diverse backgrounds coming together to build a nation that is constantly evolving, yet firmly rooted in its past. As we look at the vibrant and diverse United States of today, we see the echoes of its rich and complex past.